What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so it seems like, man, you give a guy credit like Steph Curry, you give him credit, and then the media just goes overboard with it. All right, so Brian Scalabrine came out on the Dan Patrick show, and why is it always these bums that always have these like stupid takes? It's always these bums. I guess it's because, you know, a guy like Brian Scalabrine, who now in hindsight didn't deserve the nickname the White Mamba. I remember he was always the lowest rated player in the NBA on those old NBA Live and old 2K games. Always had the lowest rating, 47, 48. But anyway, and plus, they're more susceptible to being controlled because they didn't make the money that these other guys made. That's why a guy like Paul Pierce could tell ESPN to go fuck themselves. That's why, Tracy McGrady, I don't even know if he still appears on ESPN. But the guys like that, they can say what they want to say. And they're not easily controlled by the networks. But anyway, Brian Scalabrine said that he ranks ranks Steph Curry ahead of Larry Bird. And if Steph wins a fifth championship, he will go well ahead of Larry Bird. And of course, this angers a lot of old school fans and Celtic fans. I remember Brian Scalabrine played on the Boston Celtics. Matter of fact, I believe, wasn't Brian Scalabrine on that championship team in 2008? So anyway, this is what he had to say. Dan Patrick said, "Would you rank Steph Curry ahead of Larry Bird?" He said, "Yeah, because of longevity. That's going to get me in trouble in Boston. If Larry would have played, if he would have kept on going, then yeah, Larry Bird would be better. But longevity does matter. It's the reason why LeBron's numbers are going to be off the charts. And I know Steph Curry is resting in those deprivation tanks. He's got bodywork people and all that. Back in the day, they drank a six-pack and smoked a cigarette. Like that was their recovery. I get all of that, but you can't look at the body of work when you're talking about the all-time greats and not factor in the longevity of it." Well, this is the crazy thing about, narratives. Sometimes narratives don't match the truth, right? So, let's look at the truth here. Steph Curry's played in 882 games. Larry Bird played in 897 games. Advantage Larry Bird, right? Steph Curry has played in 30,302 career minutes. Larry Bird has played in 34,443 minutes. Advantage Larry Bird. Bird also has the advantages in field goals made and attempted. We look at field goal percentage. Steph Curry, 47.5%. And that's with the benefit of playing in an area where it's easier to score than ever before. Very little resistance towards the basket. Bird, 49.6%. Advantage Bird. Bird has the advantage in two-pointers made and attempted. Bird has the advantage in free throws made, free throws attempted. Now, Curry has the advantage at free throw line, 90.9%, but Bird wasn't too shabby at 88.6%. Bird blows him away in offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding, total rebounds, assists. Steph Curry has a slight edge, but it's about even, but it's a slight edge. Steals in Bird's advantage, blocks in Bird's advantage. Points scored, still slightly in Bird's advantage. But they say that, to make it sound like Bird had a Bill Walton career where he only played like 6 years. But these are points. 21,712 for Curry, 21,791 for Larry Bird. Bird has the advantage in minutes per game, 38.4 to 34.4. Assists per game are about even. Curry 6.5 assists, Bird 6.3. Rebounds per game, Curry 4.7, Larry Bird 10. Um, I mean, the advantages just go to Larry Bird. All right. Now I'm going off the top of my head here, but let's look at some other stats. All right. Let's look at I got a better way. Let's look at Steph Curry's resume. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. Steph Curry is a four-time NBA champion. Won his elusive Finals MVP this past year, 2022. Two-time league MVP. He's a 9-time All-Star. 2022 All-Star Game MVP, a game where he hit 16 threes. NBA Western Conference Finals MVP. Now that's a tricky one because that's just an award they came up with. So I'm going to tell you what my next video is going to be. My next video is going to be where I'm going to try to figure out, just in my opinion, how many Eastern Conference MVPs Larry Bird would have won had that award existed when he played. See, this is how these guys get to add extra trophies, because they get these extra participation trophies that didn't exist. That's why I get so irritated when people say, oh, Wilt Chamberlain only won one MVP in the finals. Well, he would have won it again in '67 if it had existed. But it didn't. But anyway, 4-time All-NBA first team, 3-time All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team, NBA All-Rookie first team, 2-time scoring champion, 2-time three-point contest champion, steals leader, 2016, 50-40-90 club, once, NBA 75th anniversary team, AP Athlete of the Year, Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year, consensus first team All-American, consensus second team All-American, NCAA season scoring leader, 2-time Southern Conference Player of the Year, 3 times first team All Southern Conference, and number 30, retired by Davidson Wildcats. All right. It's a very impressive resume. Let's look at Larry Bird's resume. Three-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 3-time league MVP, 3 years in a row. Only players I think to achieve that feat are him, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. 12-time NBA All-Star, All-Star Game MVP 1982, 9-time All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, 3-time All-Defensive second team, NBA Rookie of the Year, NBA All-Rookie team, 3-time three-point contest champion, 2 times 50-40-90, AP Athlete of the Year, NBA Lifetime Achievement Award, NBA Anniversary Team 50th and 75th, number 33 retired by the Boston Celtics, National College Player of the Year, 2-time consensus first team All-American, third team All-American, 2-time MVC Player of the Year, number 33 retired by the Indiana State Sycamores. And let me see if I'm missing anything from Curry. Let me see. We scroll down a little bit. Okay, Curry won the FIBA Gold in 2010 in Turkey, and 2014 in Spain. And Bird, of course, won the Olympic gold in 1992 in Barcelona. Now, to me, I'm trying to figure out how does Steph Curry blow away Larry Bird? How does he blow him away? I mean, they seem to be pretty goddamn close. But anyway, Also want to debunk something else right quick. You know, this thing about all Larry Bird did was smoke cigarettes and drink beer, right? I'll put a link to this other article so you guys can read this and understand that these guys just didn't sit around drinking beer and carousing and eating pizza all day. While playing for the Celtics, Larry Bird's daily program included a long distance run, practice games with teammates, multiple sit-ups, and short distant runs, all sandwiched between lengthy shooting drills. No wonder he was such a superb fourth quarter player. He was in better shape than anyone else. Veterans and rookies alike knew Bird had been obsessed with practice when he was with the Celtics, often showing up hours early so he could work on every facet of his game. Other NBA coaches had used Bird as an example of a superb work ethic player. One brought his team to the Boston Garden early to see number 33 in action. To his amazement, Larry wasn't on the court. Embarrassed, the coach headed for the sidelines before looking up to see Bird running on the track. He was working on his conditioning that day, as well as his shooting. While most players waltz into the locker room the required 90 minutes before game time, Bird had been on the floor since at least 6 o'clock, more than 2 hours before tip-off. In the loneliness of Boston Garden, with only attendants and a few Celtics season ticket holders present, Bird shot more than 300 practice shots. He'd start with 6 to 10 free throws, move out on the court a bit, and then start firing away at a comfortable pace as comrade Joe Cotolo hit him with perfect passes. Then the Parquet Picasso, as he was dubbed, would speed up the routine and by the end of the workout threw up rapid-fire shots, many featuring the Bird drop-back a step maneuver that guaranteed him an opening from every angle. I really don't count my shots, Bird said. I just shoot until I feel good. ESPN producer Bill Fairweather recalled Bird amazing even the great Mickey Mantle. We had Mantle in the studio when I worked at WBZ in Boston, and the in-house camera feed showed Bird practicing at the Garden. It was like 4 o'clock and nobody was there but the maintenance people and a few ushers. Here's Bird out there shooting jumpers, one after another. Mantle watched for a while and then said, "This guy hasn't missed a shot since I got here." I could tell that Mick was in awe of Bird. The shooting practice was reflective of Bird's desire and his love for the game. That's the number one thing, the desire. The ability to do the things you have to do to become a basketball player. I don't think you can teach desire. I don't know why I have it, but I do. Yeah, so that's just a little glimpse into the work ethic part of Larry Bird. That was a big aspect of why he was so admired, because he was not a great athlete. He had to work hard to be great. And, you know, that's another aspect of Rocky Marciano that I admire. Because, you know, I'm a person I wasn't blessed with athleticism. You know, a lot of these guys weren't blessed with uber athleticism. But then when you look at a lot of these players who were blessed with a lot of great athleticism, they didn't have that extra desire to be great. So, for a lot of these guys who the game come easy to them, they're very good, but you know they can be better than what they are. So yeah, so when this stupid shit come about, Bird just drank and smoked cigarettes, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's just stupid shit you putting out there to appease a dumb fucking audience. Bird would have had the conditioning because he smoked cigarettes. You got these motherfucking players today smoking weed. Like, weed is just so helpful for the lungs. Come on, man. That's why Katie ain't got no fucking stamina now. But anyway, this shit just kill me. Like, these players today, like, we'll be seeing James Harden drinking and partying and smoking in the club. But James Harden got all this stamina to play, but Bird would struggle, though. I mean, just dumb shit, man. Anyway, that's all I got to say about this.